Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. Sandra here at Blossom and Inspired. I thought we would do a fun little project, sort of project I guess. I want to make Momagami paper. I've never done it. Have you done it? Do you know what Momagami paper is? I learned Momagami paper, I think I'm saying it right. I learned it from Gayle Agostinelli. I will link her video that I watched in the description box so that you can watch her do it as well if you haven't done that yet, and if you would like to. So I watched her, actually I watched Gayle do it I think years ago and I always wanted to do it and I forgot all about it, and then even after hearing watching some videos, you know, watching some of the stuff going on and hearing people say Momagami papers, I thought, what the heck is Momagami papers? My memory's so short. Anyways, so as I'm watching Gayle, I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember her showing that. She learned it from somewhere. I don't know where, but you can watch her video if you'd like to know where she learned it. But I learned it from her, so I want to try it. So you take your paper and you take some lotion, and between the two and your hand crumpling magic, you're gonna make these awesome textured Momagami papers. So I want to do it with this paper. I want to try a couple of different types of papers. So I'm just doing it for fun practice to see what do I like. So I'm going to cut this wallpaper. This is a recent piece that I got at yard selling. A big roll of wallpaper, and all wallpaper, I think it's wallpaper. All wallpapers are not created equal. So this one is not real stiff or anything. So I think I'll be able to crunch it up. So just getting it cut down so I don't have tears to start with. I have that one. I wanted to try some of that real thin, it's kind of shiny, typewriter paper. I want to see how that takes. I've got a piece of my coffee dyed paper, and this is on, I can feel the weight of it is probably the cheapest printer paper that I have. So I'm going to see how well it works on there. I also have this big piece of, you know, this kind of paper. So I wanted to try it on here. Let me see. It's going to be a lot of crumpling. Maybe if I just break that in half, you know, or, you know, cut it in half. I don't think I can break it, but it's definitely worth a try, right? So I have that one, and I know I'll do one. And then I also found this right here. I think I'm going to put that away. So I have this in my stash. It's a study guide, working papers, college accounting. I bought it at a thrift store, I think, but look at all these cool papers. So they're just great papers, and I forgot that I even had this book. Look at all that awesome. I mean, they're already done. They're perfect for a journal, for writing on and what have you. So I just want to pick one. What's this? What is this? Oh, and then some white ones for, okay. So let me just grab one out of here to see how it turns out. Oh, I wanted one like this. Let's see. So I should probably, would it be easier if I just like sliced a piece out? So, oh my gosh, do you guys see that? That it's already perforated. That I could have done that too. All right, well, there you have it. I'll try one of those papers, and I'll stick this over here. And I have these right here to try, and then if we have time, I brought this paper pad of, I think I got this from my sister-in-law, Tanya. Thank you, Tanya. I don't know if she watches my videos, but if she does, hi, Tanya. Thank you. So I thought I would try some of these because I think they would be fun to make that Momagami paper. Yeah, I think so. Oh, so there's some other stuff in there. So first things first, you grab your paper and you take your ring off. I think I'm going to set it right there so I'll probably forget that down here tonight, but we'll leave it there for now. Take my hair tie off there. So you take some lotion and you rub it in, so that, not rub it in, but you rub it around your hands, and then you take your paper and then you rub it on your paper. And she says you just rub it in, and I'm just going to rub it all the way in on the front, and then you're going to do the same thing on the back. Just giving it a good little rub down. Oh, you know what? This is actually, I think this is going to be good exercise for my hands. Just stretch them out. Oh, I just can't. I have to have it all over my hands if I'm going to play with it. There we go. Let's just soften up all the skin. There we go. I bought this either at the dollar store or at like Ross Dress for Less, a type of store like that where it was a discount. And as you can tell by the dust at the top of my bottle, I never use it. It's just, I just like to buy a couple of different lotions to keep in the bathrooms for when people come over, and that way there's a couple of different to choose from. This one is lightly scented, so I can handle it. It's lavender and chamomile. I don't think I could handle wearing it all over my body, though. I think I could do it on my hands, even though it says body lotion. Maybe on my feet, yeah. So after you get it rubbed in all over your paper, and I guess from what I understand, the trick is making sure you get all of it, and the paper will start to soak it in. So, and then she says very gently you start off doing your crumpling, because you want to crumple it, but you don't want to like rip it. And then you open it up gently. And then you do it again. You crumple it up again, and you just repeat the process until you are satisfied with your crumpling. I don't think we add more lotion. I suppose you could. I don't know if that's going to wreck it. This is kind of a heavier, but I can already feel that it's like seeping into it. I'm gonna try some more though. I want to see, just because it's heavier paper, and then we'll know. And then so if you've ever tried this, I would love to hear how you felt about it, or if you've learned any different types of techniques through doing it. Some pro tips, you know, or pros and cons of what you have tried and liked, didn't like. It'd be interesting to hear about that. Now, after you get them all crumpled up, I think this one's really thick, so I'm gonna set it aside for a minute. Then we let them dry. So I'm gonna let them dry. I don't know how long you have to let them dry, but see how it's pretty heavy duty paper, so it's not being as crumply as I want. I think I'm gonna just let it sit in a crumple, and we're gonna go on to the next one. Because I really want to have I wanted to just try different papers, different textures that have different types of like coatings on them. So my hardest thing is that my hand doesn't lay flat. So I think I would have probably done better with having like a sponge of some sort to use. I can use my fingers or the side of my hand. There we go. I just got to find a rhythm, I think. There we go. Much better. I think I just have to lay the lotion down and then spread it with my hand without any fuzzies. Thank you very much. I don't want the fuzzies. There we go. There we go. There we go. So exciting. And then we turn it around, do the same thing. So I guess if my hands work great, rubbing on my hands first to smooth, that's just to move it around my hand so that I have, you know, a lot on there to move around. Since my hands don't lay flat, and I'm getting them, but they're starting to get like crampy. Oops, I can't use the middle. I can't use my palm. So I'm just gonna lay it down and rub it in. Just gotta work with what you got, right? Work with what you got. As long as we get it all over the paper. Now, pick my paper up. and crumple it. I suppose we're supposed to do that one gently, the first crumple, or all the crumples. I don't know. I don't know. I just listened to Gayle. She said do it softly, gentle. She said gently crumple, and then gently open, and then do it again. I'm not a gentle person, so let's see. Oh, I can already tell that it's going to crumple way better than that thicker one, but, and then, oh my gosh. Trying to focus and get this uncrumpled so that I don't rip it. It's thinner paper. She's so like you know, like when she was doing it, she'd say you can already feel the difference in the texture, and you really can. You can feel how like it soaks in all the lotion. So maybe this is what she was talking about, like being gentle around your edges so you don't like destroy your paper, but at the same time getting all those little wrinkles everywhere. Because we're creating texture, right? We're changing the texture. We're changing the, can't think of what I'm trying to say. We're creating texture within the paper. So, I mean, how many times can you do it before you start smushing it so it doesn't want to come apart? All right, so I'm gonna leave this one. I feel like I pressed my luck with the, that's my last one. It's pretty thin paper, and it's now wanting to like really stick together here. There we go. So I'm gonna lay this one out to dry. It's pretty wrinkly, I like it. Okay, so that can stay there, and now we'll try, I'm gonna unwrinkle this one really quick and just see, and maybe because it's thicker, maybe I can use more lotion. Yeah, and she said you can use any kind of lotion you want. She just gets at the dollar store. So that'd be something else to want to, does it matter what kind? I mean, it's probably the grease, the oil, and also the water that's doing it, right? I don't know. Okay, again, I'm just gonna leave that be smushed for a second. Let's try this paper. Ooh, I just like the way it feels. Rubbing my hands all over it. Got a little hard piece of lotion out of there. It hasn't been used in a while. So I'm just gonna really rub it in and see if that helps me so I don't have to crunch it up as many times maybe. I don't know. And then I wonder, like, would more cardstock designer paper be, wonder how that would work. I didn't pull a piece of that, but honestly, oh, see, look, I'm ripping it because I'm not careful, and it is the cheapest printer paper. So I want to be careful. This is probably where she says be careful. And then maybe just not go as heavy into the crinkle. And then open it up. I have a feeling if I'm going to rip a paper, it's going to be this one. Isn't that funny? I thought it would be the typewriter paper, but this one seems to be a little bit more delicate. Oh, now I really want to try the heavier duty paper. The more heavier weight printer paper. Because I think I'm going to like this for this. Let me try this one again. I don't know if this one's going to work or not. I'm really not sure how crinkly it needs to be. So we'll set that over there. I want to try this one for sure. Oops, I forgot to unravel that thing. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Let's open this one up real quick. Or as quick as I can without tearing it, hopefully. See, I got a couple of little tears in here, but it'll still be usable because I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. I'm just really, she made, oh, so Gayle made some book covers, journal covers with hers. They're so cool. Anyways, it'd be interesting to see how that turns out. So I'll put that over there, and I'll lay those out later to dry. All separate, somewhere in here. I don't know where yet. I'll find a spot, I hope. I might have to take them upstairs and put them on the kitchen counter. I literally am exploding out of here. I have stuff pulled out everywhere because I'm trying to make stuff to put into the little store. I'm trying to make stuff till I can send out to people. Also, and to people, to my peoples, to my friends. I'm also pulling things to get started for Halloween. And the big project that I was going to do, yep, you heard me, was going to do, I pulled it from our plate because it entails so many parts, or steps, I mean. And my husband's plate is really overloaded, and he would have to drill through 35 of these things to create this, just the one part. And then I have to do cutting, clippings, and cleaning up, and then I have to seal things up. And then there's a lot of steps to prep before the decoration even begins. And I like to, and I'll have to have them all laid out on a table. And then with the grandkids taking turns coming and visiting, those are going to be, that's like almost a whole month of no work. Usually my Halloween stuff for my grandkids, because I always do something super extravagant, to me anyways, I usually start them in June. So that can tell you right now why I'm behind. And anyway, so he's already behind between falling and getting hurt, one of our tenants moving out, having to do the remodels, with all the putting things on hold for the court proceedings to get the other people, the squatters, out of that one place, and then to the fire wreaking havoc. And I mean, it didn't really, honestly, the fire didn't stop anything. It just kind of slowed a couple things down. But it's not, I really can't count that as a factor, so I take that back. Take back. Anyways, there's just not enough time. There's not enough time. So and we would be stressing out. I guess we could get it done, but it would be stressful. I don't want it to be stressful. I want it to be fun. But that's okay. I always have like 50 million different projects up my sleeve for Halloween for the kids. So I'm just going to do something a little different this year. And then what we're going to do is we're going to work on those books because there's so many steps for prep. And because we so owed, no, because we're always so busy and my hands can only do so much, we're gonna just work on them throughout the year and do the prep work. And then that way, when it comes time next year to do the decorating and get them done, I can do them. But just because it's not Halloween, I mean, if I'm doing them, I don't mind showing you the steps here and there what I'm working on. Why not? I've already learned through other things that have happened in my life is don't put, if you enjoy things, don't put them off just because. Just don't do it. Just like my daughter, she's got 3 littles. They're like a year apart, each one of them, boom, boom, boom. And their birthdays are all in the winter time. And so they want an outdoor park birthday. So she's throwing a really cool birthday party for them. And I think it's actually next weekend, maybe this weekend. I don't know. It's sometime in August. Anyways, none of their birthdays are in August. They're all 3 of them. 2 of them are in December, and one of them is February. For the littles. She's got 4 kids actually. And the other one's in January, honestly, but she's so much older she doesn't want to have a little kid birthday party. So my daughter's going to do a birthday party, a summer birthday party for the kids so they can have a summer birthday party. That's when they're going to do it. And then, because for the party, for the fun part. And then, of course, when it's their actual birthday, I think they always pick where they want to go out to dinner. And then they all go out to dinner. She usually takes their birthday, or I think she usually takes their birthday off at work, from work. She's just one of her days off for that, I think. And then she takes them out, pulls them out of school early. Maybe she works half a day. Maybe that's what it is. She pulls them out. Anyways, they go out to lunch. She takes them out to lunch, and then they go and do something fun. And it's just her and the kid. And then they get to go out, and then they go out to dinner. They pick where they want to go for dinner. And I want to say the majority of the time they pick the Golden Corral. So, oh, look at, there's perforated thing right there. I wonder if that's going to give me a hiccup. I hope I'm doing this right. I feel like it needs to be more crinkly, but maybe I am doing it right. Is that perforated edge? Yep, let me get that off. I wonder if it's feeling this way because I'm doing the thinner papers. I don't know. Let's see. We will find out because I'm going to let them dry overnight, for sure overnight, but let's see. Let's see. All right. Anyways, I don't think I ever finished my thought the last time I was doing a video and I was talking about my time management. I'm thinking what I'm going to try and do is, because I don't like to start and stop and then move on to a different project when I'm in the flow. I like to keep going, but then I want to share with you and craft with you on it. So I think what I'm gonna do is maybe try to do like 3 videos a day on like the days that I'm not working, like Thursday and Friday for sure. And then, and maybe Saturday. And then if I did that, that would be 9 videos. So that would get me through the whole week of a crafting project, which is be perfect. And then if I wanted to do any kind of add-in things, like something like this, or a haul or something like that, I can just add those in here and there. I'll probably forget all about this plan that I'm talking about, and then but then it also, like when the grandkids come, or if we have a family reunion and things like that, when I go to it, I already have my stuff done and I'm not trying to fit them in, because I enjoy crafting and I enjoy crafting with you. And I don't want to feel like I'm like trying to fit this into that or fitting that into this. Do you know what I mean? So let's try this one right here. Ow. I said ow because I smacked myself in the face with the paper. Isn't that silly? Okay. So this is heavier duty paper. It's still just scrapbooking paper. It's not cardstock at all, but it's the heaviest out of all of them except for this wallpaper. Of course, that's a whole different texture anyways, but I want to see what the difference will be. So fun. So my daughter said she was probably going to come. I don't know when this video is probably going to be after this happens, but my daughter said she was thinking about coming. So I told the gals that I was probably going to not come in this next week. I mean, probably I would go in on Monday because I think Mondays are just usually generally the. I can't help it. That's my old self. You know, it's just. I'll go in for at least a couple hours on Monday, or if that would be the day that I worked, it would be Monday probably, right? Unless my daughter was leaving on Monday, then I wouldn't, or I'd go in later. Anyhow, whatever. And I was like, hey, I messaged her. I was like, are you coming? Because I just told him I wasn't going to come in. And I've not heard back from her. And this has been over a day. She's probably putting those darn kids ahead of me again, dang it. But, okay, I better give her a call tonight and find out what is, so, because if she's not coming, then I'm going to go in and work. And if she is coming, I want to, I mean, the house is clean, but I wanted to just go outside. I like to, normally, probably TMI right here, but, you know, I got a big dog. And, whoops, see, I tore the paper. I wasn't careful. Dang it. I have a big dog, so and I don't poop scoop every day. I just don't. Like, maybe it would be easier if I did. I try to do it several times a week, and sometimes that doesn't happen. And I like to do it more often than not because she's a big dog. That stuff's heavy. I don't want to pack it all the way to the trash can after I fill up my bag. So anyhow, way too much information. Sorry about that. But if she's coming, all that to say, I want to make sure that I go out there and that I keep up on it. So normally, like if the kids come, I go out, whoops, every morning. Okay, well, is this what you're talking about, Gayle? So I'm just kidding. I don't think she watches my channel. But if she does, she's probably like, yep. No, that's not how you do it. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh. I'm still going to keep doing this though because I can still use it. Okay, well, gentle. Isn't that funny? Out of all the paper I did this to, it was this one that fell apart. But I think my hands might be getting tired too. Maybe I'm just tugging too much. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'll go out every morning and then I'll go in the afternoon and I'll go in the evening. And I'll do it. Just keep up on it. The last thing I want, I mean, if they step in it, I mean, like, to me, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, we could just get cleaned up. It's gross, yes, but what is the big deal is if it gets tracked into the house, because then you don't know it until you smell it or somebody sees it, and then you gotta hunt all the spots down, and it's just shoes, or even if they're if they're barefoot, they definitely feel it right away. Most of the kids run out, they're barefoot. Okay, settle down here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tear this one up because I did. Let's try. I want to try one more. How much time do we have? I think we are probably about done. So with that, I'm going to go ahead. This one's still big enough. I'm going to go ahead and tear that one off, and I'm just going to leave those like that. I'm going to crinkle this one more time and hope for the best. I'm going to lay these out, and then hopefully tomorrow they'll be dry. I don't know how long it takes. I don't know if I paid attention long enough on that, but Let me see. I think she said she just lets them dry overnight. So we'll see. I guess it depends on the temperatures in your house. And I'll come back tomorrow and see what we got and what the textures feel like and go from there. So hope you like that little funness. And if you haven't tried it, I hope you give it a try and see what you like. So lotion and paper and a pair of hands. All right. I'll see you on the next video, my friends. Enjoy our moments. Enjoy all your moments. Bye.